Okay. Hello everyone. I am Suparna from Zustfine, where we believe that it is okay not to be okay. And Zustfine is always there for you whenever whatever is stopping you to achieve your goal or to lead a very happy life. Today we have chosen a very interesting topic for all our parents. That is new age parenting. And for that, I have a very a very great counselor with me, Veena BK, joining me from Bangalore for that discussion. Welcome, Veena.
Thank you, Suparna.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'll just,
everyone. Hello, Suparna.
Veena, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
So I'll just introduce Veena. She's a parenting coach, life coach, healer, author, and a speaker. And she connects heart to heart with moms and helps them to create a beautiful and happy, peaceful family. She has conducted many workshops and online classes and also participated as a guest speaker in many programs, especially for parents and the teens. And till today, I think she has conducted more than 600 parents, consulted 600 plus parents, right, Veena?
Yeah.
She has also written two very nice books, The Incredible Mom and The Inward Journey. Do get a copy and read them. They are excellent books. And I know personally, Veena, she herself is a great mom and she has her own uh, journey which she has overcome during her early parenthood. Welcome, Veena, and thanks for joining us today for the discussion.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here meeting you and all the parents who'll be watching this recording. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, Veena, quickly jumping to the topic of the discussion today, what we want to talk, the new age parenting. So, first, a very basic thing I would like to ask you. You are connecting with so many parents. So, what is your view? How do you see that the today's parenting style? How it is different from the previous generation? How it has changed over the years? What is your view? What is the plus? What is the minus? What do you observe?
Yeah, very true. As compared to the earlier generation, always parents tell me we were not like this in our childhood. Whatever parents said, we used to, listen to them and understand their point of view. So nowadays, the kids are more demanding. Everything comes to this new age challenges. That's what I call, and that's what parents are experiencing every day. Like these kids are all exposed to so much external influence. It may be having more gadgets or watching on TV and their influence of their peers. So they have more knowledge and more of an external influence. So that is adding to the parental pressure. Also,
Mhm.
lifestyle changes. The parents' lifestyle has changed.
Correct,
So
correct.
the kids are taking the comforts and luxuries and the privileges for granted. So somewhere
Mhm.
we are providing everything, we are spoon feeding our kids. So they are taking everything for granted. So this demanding is more from the kids' side. They think they deserve it, and when something is not done according to their wishes, it becomes a conflict. So this is the challenge which parents are facing. So and parents also more stressed. It's not just parenting stress. They have generally they are more stressed as compared to our parents. Definitely, this generation they are more in stress and that reflects on their parenting.
Right, right. So, see, every generation had their own challenges. It will
Yeah.
be wrong to say probably that our parents did not have any challenges. But yes, the nature
Mm.
has changed probably, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so, so what will be your what kind of advice you give to the parents? See,
Mm.
parenthood is something people should enjoy, right? And
Definitely.
in this fast life, if it is adding to the stress, so something
Mm.
maybe something we are doing something wrong. Do you think that related to parenting, are the parents are little more overdoing everything? They are too much focused on their child, or
True.
they are too much scrutinizing their activity, where earlier generation used to leave it, they used to ignore in a maybe their authoritative way, or they used to ignore
Mm.
the child. So do you
Mm.
think that the something the parent can also do apart from the lifestyle changes and all, with the psychology has
Mm.
changed with this generation?
Correct, correct. See, first of all, parents are very protective towards the children and they want the best. Their child should be the best. They want the best things for their children. Maybe our parents did not go to that extent. They were somewhat okay with the present generation not doing so well in every sphere of life. Now we want our kids to do well in studies, have some good hobbies, like it may be some sports or swimming or music. We want them to excel everywhere. So somewhere we have to have a balance. Yes, parents' role is there, but Suparna, this is a very complex thing because we are seeing other kids are doing so well. It is
Correct,
not
correct,
that we know consciously we are not comparing, but
right,
when we see other kids are doing so well, we also want that for our child. We are
right.
not entirely wrong, but definitely there's a difference between the expectation of the earlier generation of parents, our own parents, or expectation what we do. Like I had a couple talking to me, like I give the consultation calls. Then they came to me for mentoring their child. He is 16 years old. Then
Mhm.
they had so many expectations from this one child. You know,
Right,
all their aspirations placed on the child. It must be pressurizing for the kid also. But parents do have a lot of expectation. I think that is the way, that is the aspect where we need to improve as parent. Like we can be better by reducing our expectation to a few main expectations. That will remove the stress and we can enjoy the parenting. Like you mentioned, definitely parenting can be enjoyed if we
right.
remove the stress. Already there is, and there are other stress. Again, if we compare with the earlier generation,
Mhm.
the present parents are having more of a job stress. Again, it's a competitive world there, and we some others may be having relationship conflicts between the spouses. This may also reflect on the parenting, or some financial problems. You know, life has changed, so all this stress add up to the life at home, like, and added to that this pandemic, you know, like we are all
Right,
together at home all the time, and there is so much uncertainty, confusion. Kids are not going to school, and online they are not used to this format. All this is adding up to the parental stress. So somewhere as a person, the parent has to relax,
right,
let go, and learn. It's a process, you know, overnight it will not happen. So gradually you come to terms, like even this pandemic, we were not okay, now we are somewhat okay, like if we
correct.
cannot do anything about it. So this is the way to have more acceptance and see where you can release the stress, how you can relax, where you can reduce the expectations rather than having too many expectations.
Right. So, one point we know, which you said that maybe our parents did not have so much of exposure. We are today, we are so much exposed to social media, right? So the one point, good point you saw that, I saw other kids are doing. So why my child will
Yeah,
not do, right? We want expect our
yeah.
child to be good in sports, good in
Mm.
studies, good in everything. Correct. Maybe earlier
Yeah.
our parents visibility was to just to the relatives and the neighborhood, but now we know the entire world through Facebook,
True, true.
Instagram, everything, right?
We have that Indian Idol and so many reality shows, you know,
Right,
we are pressurizing. Seeing those shows on TV, we feel if my kid has a little bit of talent, why don't I encourage it and get them to stage? That
right, right,
aspiration is there, yes.
right. But do you think that is indirectly putting, the next, we are putting a little bit more pressure on the next generation. The pressure on parents is getting released to
Pressure on
them
ourselves,
somehow.
pressure on ourselves.
Correct. And it is, but somehow it get passed to the child, you know. So it should never impact the child in a negative way, because at the
Correct.
end they are also individual. They have their own capabilities. Everybody cannot do everything well,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
you mentor a lot many moms. I mean, I know you have a lot of workshops running for the moms. So,
Yeah.
what is your general focus on those workshops, that how to relax, how to take this stress out, what they can do, what will
Yeah.
be your suggestion?
Hmm. Hmm. So I was talking about expectation. So as I told you, to reduce the expectation, that is one fact. And also whatever expectation you have from the kid, if the kid does not know, even a 2-year-old, 3-year-old needs to be told that they should have clarity, and this is what my expectation from you. So tell them, convince them. Sometimes we think, bacha hai, samajh jayega, like if we tell, they'll do. But these kids question a lot. They want reasoning and logic for everything. They'll say my friend is not doing this, so why should I do? They always compare. I tell parents, don't compare your kids, but kids compare. My friend has an iPhone, why not me? You
Correct.
know, so you need to convince them. Like I said, they are used to the privileges. So somewhere educating part is the main focus of the moms. When they educate the child and tell them the reasons, so half the problems are solved. It will remove the stress. And
Mm-hmm.
again, for stress management, take your me time. Sometimes we are so pressed for time that we give all the time, especially moms. From the moms angle, I've seen, they don't even have half an hour for themselves in the whole day. So take your time. It may be 5-10 minutes a day. Do something which energizes you, which improves your inner mindset, which gives you a lot of peace and calm from inside. Of course, I suggest short meditation, but if you are not used to meditation, it's fine. It may be reading a book, even having that morning tea all by yourself in a relaxed manner. Start your day by doing something exclusively for yourself. Start your day very peacefully. Whole day will go nice. And if you have told your child these reasons and logic, they'll generally understand. And one more important aspect which we do, we try to do everything for our kids. Ask their help, take their help in the household. It may be your own other job, maybe it may be cooking, it may be cleaning, some organizing, asking the kids to keep away their things. In the small way, you start the discipline, then it will become a habit with them. Start tiny habits for children, it will remove your stress. You need not tell them every time. Whenever they have a developed a habit, they'll follow it. So you need not be on their back all the time and keep on telling them. That will remove the stress. So there are various ways, like family time also can be made enjoyable. Nowadays we hear about this gadget addiction. So make
Mm-hmm.
it a family rule. Everyone in the family have to follow. Dinner time will be away from the TV, away from gadgets. It will be a beautiful family bonding time, and it will naturally remove all the stress, and some understanding will come up at that time, which will hold good for further period also. When that family bonding is there, ladies feel so good. I have heard many moms telling, family is the first priority. Though they may be working outside, they may be having very good roles and career, but still family, it is the ladies' first priority. So that bonding, when it improves, she'll feel so happy that she'll get the energy to manage her stresses, her job, everything better.
So
Do
if
you
I
agree,
just
Suparna? You are a mom yourself also. Do you agree?
Yes, 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 definitely. There are very important points, Veena, what you are sharing. I think the more we increase the family time and the bonding time
Exactly.
and the involvement of the
Exactly.
child with our work,
Yeah.
automatically the gadget addiction, the other issues what we talk about in the family, that will definitely slowly will reduce. So we should probably
Right.
focus on positive parenting more rather than focusing on what issues will be there, right? So
Right.
gadgets will be
Right.
there, technology will be there, we have to live with it, but we have to find out a
Hmm.
way how to live peacefully with those things, with our values and family values.
Hmm.
That's a great
And
thing.
start slow, start with tiny habits. Everything may not happen overnight. Again, this should not be a cause of stress. I am telling the family they are not switching off TV, they are having dinner with TV or with mobile. They'll not initially listen. So make an effort, tiny, tiny efforts.
Correct,
In the
correct.
long run, it will become all set and it will be a good practice.
Right. Very, very good suggestions, Veena. One point what you touched, the moms, right? Moms are generally
Yeah.
always, the new term I heard sometime back, the helicopter mom. The moms are always worried for the kids, right?
Yeah,
So,
helicopter parenting it's called.
yeah,
Helicopter parenting.
correct. So, especially for
Mm,
moms, right? See,
mm,
today's
mm.
a lot of the women folk is working, correct?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what I understand, this working gives a lot of fulfillment to every woman, no doubt, apart from the household work.
Mm,
But deep
mm,
down, what I've seen to many parents, those who come to us
mm,
as well,
mm,
somewhere they carry a guilt feeling, being a working woman, that I'm not doing enough
mm,
for my child, probably. Okay,
mm,
and
mm.
maybe the this may happen. What I think is, comparing their own motherhood with their parent who used to be, our
Very
moms
true.
used to be around all the time. So
Mm, mm,
they do everything, but that feeling
mm,
of guilt that maybe I should do
mm,
more, create a little
mm.
bit of friction or the stress in the mind. So what will be your suggestions to all the working moms, how to take this, because this is more,
Yeah,
I think, in the mind, right?
definitely, definitely. So, Indra Nui had told in an interview that you can't have it all. The
Mm-hmm.
PepsiCo chief, even she had expressed, see, I couldn't be a, super mom as such. So I have to make some compromises. I've had to make some compromises. So that is one thing. It is for sure. It is a reality. We want to do better in our job. See, I was a job holder. I was a manager in SBI before becoming a parenting coach. So I have seen everything. So there my child is not well, I'm supposed to go to office. So
Mm-hmm.
many things depend on me. We are working as a team. Suddenly I cannot take off from office. Every mom has faced this. Every
Correct.
mom who works outside would
Mm-hmm.
have faced this, that sometimes things are demanding her attention at home, but she just cannot take off from the office, and there are so many deadlines to be met. So this is where the conflict arises. This is one thing. And secondly, because of the time factor, she is supposed to be at office, manage home. That is a huge stress, and you are not even able to spend time with your partner also exclusively, with your spouse. And again, this family bonding, I told, it all has to be planned. uh,
Mm-hmm.
all career women will know this. Their whole day has to be planned. Something goes out of the plan, then everything gets disturbed. She gets more stressed. The mother gets more stressed because of all this. Everything is well planned. So yes, it's a way of life. So the ultimately you have to manage and balance everything. You cannot leave one for the other. There are some financial commitments, and you are on the path of achieving there in your career also. These kids will grow up. This is all temporary. And see the positive factors, that these kids will become so independent. So I have been a working mother. By the time I came, my son came to high school, we used to come from the bank. My husband is also a banker. Many times he would have made Maggie for us. He would have made some nice cool drink for us. We felt so nice. Oh, this kid not only is taking care of himself, he cares for us. Someday he would give us a surprise like this. So he used to manage by himself, and most of the times that is the guilt I felt actually. He never told mommy this is difficult for me, or I want you at home. He never told. Some kids at least they tell. This is my personal experience. My son understood from a small age. Oh, mommy is busy, she cannot stay with me. Even if I'm not well, it's okay, you go, I'll manage. This was his words. It may be the other way also. For some moms, the kids are nagging and pulling you to stay at home, but you have to leave them and go. Yes, so you have to manage with it. What I suggest is, weekend is there, some other time take a break. When things are going smoothly at office, you can take a day or two off and give that exclusive time, and tell this child. And if you just leave the job, no, it's not, you will feel guilty again. It doesn't give you
Right.
fulfillment. I have seen many homemakers tell me that, ma'am, I'm educated, I want to work, I did not, I gave up my job because of the sake of my children, and they have that regret or guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, this mom has to deal with her mental emotions. So better manage the status quo and make the child understand. And one more thing I tell all moms, add 5 years to your kids age. If the child is 5 years, treat them like 10 years. Don't, because these kids are so smart, these new age kids. So treat them like an elder mature person and tell them, be honest and frank with them. Beta, I have to complete this work today at office, I'm supposed to go, I'll try to come back early. So some sort of a balance you have, and seek help, delegate. Even at office, I have seen. I was a banker. We ladies, we feel I have to go home early on time. Men can sit late and they'll give more in terms of time, but we cannot sit beyond some time because things are waiting at home for us. So we tend to work extra double, in the limited time. We want to prove ourselves as a good employee, good mom, good wife, good daughter-in-law, good daughter, everything. But one single person, how much she can take. So in office also we hesitate to delegate. It's my experience, and I've seen other ladies. As a lady, you should be perfect, otherwise no one should point out she's leaving at 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Other men are sitting late and working. It's a real thing. Okay, so somewhere they have to delegate also, ask help, seek help, take some help at home. And as I told earlier, also give the chores to your children. Ask your husband to pitch in and take some responsibility. Maybe morning getting the child ready for school. Mornings are hectic. So take their help, make the child's independent by teaching them these tiny habits to keep their books ready at night for tomorrow's school. You have to plan, lot of planning is there. With that you can achieve balance.
Right. So the tips for working women is plan and relax and ask for help
Relax, delegate,
when you need,
delegate.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Same here. I have seen in offices, men's take a lot of breaks, but all the ladies will not leave their chair or anything because they
Yeah,
have to leave
yeah,
early at 6 o'clock to pick up the child or
right.
something. So
True,
if
true.
every time they are on their toes to go to the next activity, how do I, and
Mm.
always there, how do I do my work in the best possible way? whether it is a daughter
Huh.
or the employee.
I would like to add very relevant present day topic that people are working from home. This kid, moms tell me they don't go to their dad and disturb him when he's at home and working. But mom's working at home at the right time when she's in a crucial discussion. This child comes at the right time. They come and disturb you, or they come and ask you, "Mommy, can I play on mobile?" Because they know at that time, mommy will not stop them. She'll just say, "Okay, okay, go play." you
Correct,
know,
correct.
these kids are demanding at the nick of the time. So this
Right.
is a huge pressure. For this, I have two, three tips like sit at a designated place in your home, even while you're working from home. Let the kids know that this is mom's office time. So
Hmm.
let it be made known to them that mom is busy with her office. So keep a designated place. When mom is there at that place, you are supposed to take care of yourself or assign someone to help them or give them some activity. And when they come by chance in between in a call, you are in a call like this, and they come to you, just acknowledge them. Don't try to ignore them that you are in a call. They'll understand. The other party will understand she is at home, she's a mom. Nothing wrong in that. So just acknowledge the kid. Tell them, maybe you can go on mute and tell them, I'm in a call, important call. So please give me 5, 10 minutes. I'll come back to you, or it will take half an hour. Surely I'll attend to you. You have to acknowledge them. That is the thing they are seeking. It's a kind of attention seeking behavior that if they come at the right time and talking to you, when you're sitting freely outside in the living room, they may not talk. But when you're here in your office call, if they're seeking your attention, they are testing you. Let's see whether mommy gives me attention at this particular time. So you have to
Correct.
acknowledge them, request them, give me some time, I'll get back to you. So do this, and like you delegate and see that other person is there around them to take care. Otherwise, you'll neither be here nor there. So I wanted to add in the context of this question.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Very, very, very useful, Veena. I think
yeah.
for especially for working women, right? It's more
Hmm.
give time to think how your life is going, what is your demands, how what help is
Right,
available to you, and plan it well, and accordingly train your child probably to accommodate the best in that environment. It is,
perfect. Yeah.
and definitely as you are saying, the kids are smarter nowadays. So
Hmm.
if you explain them properly, they will understand. And
Yeah,
maybe not
sure.
initially, but slowly, if you keep repeating the same thing again, they will understand why mom is saying, correct. And we
Yeah,
can have a very
yeah.
good environment rather than always running around the things and thinking not doing enough. So this feeling of not doing enough, we should somehow take it out of our life, because
Correct.
as you saying, lifestyle has changed. We have to get accommodated with this kind of a new lifestyle, and what
True,
may
true.
come, maybe tomorrow, maybe something else will come up, we don't know. But we need to keep our balance properly, taking care of the entire
Yeah,
family, especially the child, who is always our focus. That we have to give
yeah.
the best to the child. I think every parent's motive is give the best to the child. Somebody,
Very true.
doing the goal is the same, but maybe the ways are different, and in
And
that we can.
do not forget to nurture yourself. Otherwise, you'll be giving, giving, and you will become hollow and weak from inside. So develop your inner strength and patience.
Correct, correct. I think that is so. Veena, we will just close with that few lines on that. What is your suggestion for
Yeah,
that inner strength and all? How we can, in this busy life, how everybody can keep themselves balanced and carry
yeah.
out their duties. What is your
So
closing
one is,
message?
as I stress again and again, because moms are not giving much importance to this and they don't have the time, but still take at least 5, 10 minutes of time, and weekend at least take more time for yourself. So nurture yourself, get rid of your stress by either meditation or in your whatever hobbies you enjoy. It may be painting, art therapy. So many art classes are there nowadays. Do something for yourself which you enjoy. That is one thing. And secondly, delegate, whether it is in office or at home, hire some extra help and make the kids independent. Don't do everything for them. And suddenly they'll not change if they have been used to that all these days, that you are keeping their books ready, you are telling them every time to do something according to their routine. So tell them tomorrow this is your routine. Every day you set a routine for them and let them become independent gradually. You make them independent and self-disciplined rather than you telling them everything. This will remove the pressure from you. And thirdly, seek help. As I told, this whole discussion is about new age parenting, new challenges. So there are challenges. Even last week, one lady was telling me she joined my parenting course. She has some issues, so she joined my course for my guidance. Then her husband told, what's the need? You need not take class for parenting. This is not that kind of a class, where you get the vague concepts. So we give the practical suggestions and tips which have worked with other parents. So I see myself like, because I have spoken to more than 500 parents, I know their problems. I have given the strategies and solutions which they have implemented and worked. So that is why I'm telling, if not me, seek someone's help. Any parenting coach whom you have confidence in, seek their help. Because I have seen parents coming to me with 15, 16-year-old cases. It's gone for long, they have bought all kinds of gadgets, all misbehave, and they have tolerated. It's difficult to change as and when the kids grow up. So better get help when they're still small. Maybe take your time till 8 or 10 years of age, till you feel it's going out of control. Seek help. People are there, either me or anyone else whom you know. Please contact, take help. So that will remove the stress automatically. Yeah.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Veena, for all your
Yeah.
inputs. To all our viewers, I think Veena has a great long list of tips to suggest, and she has been helping all the
Yeah.
parents on their day-to-day challenges. This is a very big topic. We have just covered just a small part of it and try to send the messages. There are ways to solve whatever challenges you are facing as a parent. These are not challenges, but yes, it's a learning for all of us to come out of it. Wherever you
Yep.
need help, ask for help. There is no harm in discussing, contacting, because I think every parent has their own challenges, and as a parent, our goal is we should be happy, our child should be happy. That is what the end goal is. We all are trying to achieve through this discussion. Thank you so much, Veena, for joining us. And if anybody
Thank
wants to
you.
contact Veena, you will get the email ID of Just Fine. You can contact us, we can help you. You can have a one-on-one discussion with her. She has a lot of suggestions to give to the parent. Thank you, Veena.
Thank you so much. Your questions were so beautiful. Like, they are exactly the answers which parents are looking for. Those questions are in the minds of parents. So I really thank you for bringing out very beautiful questions with lot of thought you have made, that it has covered almost everything. So for any further guidance, I am here. You can email me at connect@veenabk.com. Thank you, Suparna. Thank you, parents.
Thank you, Veena.